friends, welcome back to your channel Boba Space. Hope you all are doing good. Now here comes one of the most requested decluttering spaces that many of you had suggested that I should do a video on. I had done a little poll in the community section of my channel. So here we go with the kitchen decluttering. The other requests will certainly follow. However, today I start with the most requested one. Now friends, kitchen can become the really overwhelming part of the household, and that is also one of the places where we end up accumulating so many things that we do not realize. Whether your kitchen is organized or whether you feel it is kind of messy, it doesn't matter, because there is always something which is either broken, which is either unused, something like that. So there are 10 of such things, or maybe 11 of such things that I would be discussing in today's video, which if you follow one thing at a time, now based on the number of points that I would be giving, if you follow one thing at a time, I can bet you will have a really decluttered kitchen within a matter of maybe about 2 to 3 days, depending on the amount of time you have and the amount of clutter you might have. Now friends, please understand that it's not about having things that you might use in the future or things you might come handy. It's about creating a lot of space. So without much delay, let's get started. Now in the video, I have tried to purge or maybe throw away some of those things which I do not need, so that you get an idea of how to really go ahead to declutter without having to spread everything out into the kitchen and emptying up the shelves. You don't have to do that. Take one shelf at a time, or maybe take one item at a time, or based on the points that I discussed, and I can bet you will have a really mess-free decluttered kitchen within no time. So friends, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please do not forget to press that like button. Please subscribe to my channel. It will be motivating, and please do not forget to put in your comments. And if there is some decluttering advice that you need to give it to me, put it in the comment section. As I say, there are always, most of the people, they tend to scroll down to read the comments. So your comment will really come handy to them as a piece of advice. Thanks a lot for watching. Let's continue. Well friends, before I start discussing about the things that you should really purge, I think you should take a look at my kitchen. Now it may seem like it is well sorted and everything is in its place, with nothing really much hanging out from the cabinets, but I can really bet that if I start taking out the things that really need to go away, I will end up having a lot of things that can come out right now. So without much delay, let's start with all the points, and at the same time let me start purging and decluttering with you all. Let's begin. Well friends, after I took a closer look, I realized that the one place here that has got something which is broken and unused is probably this. So let's see. Yes, there we go. Now look at the condition of this. This is one of my most favorite ladles. However, the condition now is not that suitable to be really used again. So I think this is something that needs to go. And I think, yes, this again, it's not all that clean, and okay, this needs to go as well. So they're not broken, but they're damaged enough that they need to be disposed. Now if you see these really nice containers, the problem with these is the lids don't really fit well. For some reason they have expanded and it doesn't really solve my purpose. So I think it's best if I get rid of this lid and probably try using this space somewhere to organize something in my house. Now this is the area in my kitchen which has all the containers. Let's see which of these are the ones that do not have any lids. There you go. I found one which has a lid, but I have no idea where the container is. This is fine. Alright. This is something that does not have a container. I think this needs to go away from the kitchen. I might probably reuse this to hold something like a bin. I can use this to hold something in probably my fridge. Let me see. Let me keep this aside. Now there is this box which is full of these lids. One of these lids. I have no idea where the containers are, so let me just take them away. Now as for removing out something that is rusted, I remember this not being in the best of the condition. I don't know if you can see that, but this is rusted enough, and I tried my best to take this off. It's not working, so I don't think I need to get greedy with this scissors. There you go. Look at the number of things that's increasing. Now coming to something that has not been used in my kitchen over the last 6 months, it's this set of tiffin boxes. Now you can make out that they have not been washed in a very long period of time. They are amazing boxes, but honestly they are so big that they don't fit into any kind of a lunchbox bag. So I think I really need to give this away. I need to free up that space and also get rid of some amount of plastic from my house. Friends, I do not have too many smelly containers, but there are some. There is a stained kadhai here. I have tried my level best to take off the stain. This oil mark, once the oil has spilled really bad while I was frying something. So this is what has happened. I tried a lot to get rid of it using vinegar and whatnot, lemon and everything. If you have a solution, please let me know in the comments. But I think this is not the best of the condition, and it really needs to get disposed. And I think this is also the best way to get rid of something which is non-stick. People have been suggesting me not to use non-stick really. I think I want to get rid of this, so let's keep this aside. Friends, we all have the problem of hoarding all these disposable containers that come with food parcels. I think they look very good, they're great to have, but however, if you have anything beyond this and you feel that it's not really used in a long time, or you're not going to use it or recycle it elsewhere, I think it's best to just dispose them off in the right way. I have not used this in a long time. I was expecting my cousin and I was hoping I'll pack some food for her. That didn't happen. These have remained here. I think I can ease up that much amount of space to keep something else over there, something that my kids can reach and they can use it. So I think I'm not going to use this, and let me just close that up. There you go with a few more things. Friends, before leaving India, I had really done a major decluttering of all the gadgets that I'm not using. However, there are one or two of these things which have still remained with me. This is of something that I have not been using anymore. It's still lying around. I don't know why. And right in the middle of rice cooker, that doesn't make much sense. So here we go. Let's just keep this aside. We do not really need that. Now, I don't think there's anything over here or here which are appliances and gadgets, but yes, let me show you this. I do not really have the cone that fits the nozzles here for icing the cake. and the cone had actually torn apart the day I bought it itself, and this is still lying with me. So I think this needs to go. I don't even find any other use for this. I don't even want to use that. Now this is a wine holder, wine bottle holder, but I don't know what to do with this. Never use that. So this needs to go away as well. Well friends, when it comes to polythene bags, I am not a very big fan of polythene bags. The main reason being it's not friendly. Second is that we get so greedy with accumulating the lot of polythene bags, assuming we'll use it someday. That doesn't happen. My favorites are these. These are some really nice folding bags. They fold up to be really this small, and more often, and you will find a couple of them more lying in my handbag as well, and one we always keep it in the car. Now there are some of these which we always keep it handy at the entrance of the house near the door, so that even if we miss out on carrying a bag, it's easier and quicker to take it and grab and leave before going for shopping. So that avoids a lot of polythene and plastic coming home at any point of time. They are nice and compact, and they open up to be really big. Friends, typically it is some of these ingredients that happen to come in the form of little sachets when we order a pizza or something like that. So friends, there was a time when I had a tackle box to sort and categorize all of those little sachets, but honestly I have just stopped doing that. Now this is something that I have it with me at home. Anyway, nobody gives those little sachets here when you order a pizza or anything for that matter, but these really come handy to me, and in case we need to take it in a lunchbox as a seasoning to a salad or something, I use those little zip pouches that can carry these. So I think that is the best way to use them. Those sachets, the worst thing about those sachets is they do not come with an expiry date, unlike these ones which have expiry dates very clearly mentioned on them. So we never know when they were manufactured, when they were sold to us, and since when we have even kept them with us at home. So try avoiding those sachets, throw them away, and you can really create a lot of space. Well friends, this is where I have all my disposable cups, some of the disposable plates and all of these. Now my kid's birthday is coming up. I can very well put some of these unused ones to use. A few of them are kept in here. I can put them to use. So I don't think there is any real necessity to dispose them of. So I'll just leave it here. But if you feel you have something that is in plenty and you have nothing coming up in the near future, I really suggest you should either keep it handy where you remember, like something like here, very handy, let me tell you. Otherwise, I suggest please discard them or give it away to somebody who can put it to real use. So last but not the least, let's try to take away all those things which are in more than double and which are not really being put to use. These measuring cups are one of such things. I have a measuring cup almost in every important container that I use on a daily basis, like the rice, the atta, so on and so forth. But these have always been extra, and if you take a closer look, this is, I think, giving up because it's lost its color and it smells. So I think they should just go away. Now I have these two extra. I need this for those smaller containers in which nothing really fits in, so this is a good one for me. This is an extra one that came along with my rice cooker. It's an amazing looking thing, but I really do not need this. I don't see why I cannot use that space for something else rather than keeping something I don't really use. Let's check if there's anything else in doubles. Look at that, the amount of space that has freed up. There you go. There are some of these things which I need to discard. They are all in multiples. I have enough of the stainless steel ones, so I don't find any particular reason why I should use the extra ones in plastic. Well friends, this is a bonus point. Our pantries or wherever you're storing your containers and food items will always have such boxes that come along with the item, and they tend to empty up. We don't bother and just keep it back in place. This emptied up today morning. I should have either put it to use or probably thrown it away, but I didn't do that. Now I think it's time that I do that and free up some of my space. Well, it is a very sturdy container and I needed something for keeping my son's Legos, so I think I'll put this to use. Well friends, now you can see the number of things that I really took out from my cabinets by virtue of following those 10 points one after the other. This is exactly how you can also start doing it. Rather than getting overwhelmed, go one point at a time, go one cabinet at a time. I don't think you need to pull off everything to really declutter or clean your kitchen. Take one thing at a time and see the amount of mess that really comes out of your kitchen. Now, I may not have freed up all that amount of space, but yes, there are definitely some corners that I was able to make a lot of place, and I think I'm quite happy with it. Now I have got more space to organize some of these items that are cluttered here and lying out here. So friends, this is the charm of decluttering, and trust me, if you follow the points that I told you, go one point at a time, take one day at a time. Nobody is in a hurry. You have your day-to-day work to do, but if you do this and if you feel that it has been productive, the video has been useful, don't forget to like the video, and if you haven't done that yet, subscribe to my channel. Hope you liked the video, and until the next time, be organized, be productive, be happy. Bye bye.